Always great to get some time with our good friend Ron Hornaday Jr., former Truck Series champion, at the center of a little bit of controversy after what happened Friday night at Charlotte. Welcome back to the show. Everybody okay, or are there still some ruffled feathers in the truck garage?
Well, good afternoon. I couldn't tell you still what's going on, but I'm different. Matter of fact, the race is on. I want to go see the end of it and see what actually happened. But yeah, all I know is Billy O spots for me. He works up there at RCR. He spots for Harvick and everything. He said his spotter came down and said he's going to go out at the first line, and all I know is I got somebody slowed up in front of me, and I got hit in the back, and I got hit the guy in front of me. So it just went a quarter reaction type deal. So I guess he was mad about that. He said he made a deal with my spotter, but the only thing I got is they're going up. The green flag was going to drop, and he's going to go at the first line, and he never went. So.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, when real quick, we're talking about the restarts, and you're a guy that we've talked about for a long time. That's a time when you've got an opportunity to make a move, and it's also a time where a lot of things going on in a hurry. It's hard to be on the gas and the brake at the same time, right?
Well, that's the biggest deal. I mean, when you will come one to go, and you're coming down there, and the pace car pulls off, and you're running RPM at 4,000 RPM, so instead of getting out of the gas and the guy in front of you, you start riding the brake. It'd be like a Daytona draft type deal. And you start applying the brake, because if you get out of the throttle all the way and you go push back in there, you're shooting that much more fuel in the butterflies, and you spin your tires. And I'm the type of guy with once the guy commits to speed up a little bit and he starts slowing up, it's only prerogative because the NASCAR rules, or I should say in their meetings, they say that you got to maintain a certain speed, and when you start slowing up, the guys behind you start stacking them up, and it's like an accordion, and everybody starts running into each other. So it's been happening in the last few races, and I'm sure Wayne's going to say something the next. It was really terrible all night long. I mean, it was probably one of the worst qualifying we've had all year, but we started 15th, and it was really bad back there. I mean, everybody, by the time we got back to the fourth or fifth row, I mean, these guys are jacking each other up. So it's just a shame something like that had happened, because it was a great night, and we had great play on the side of our truck. The sponsor would come aboard then, and we got Cheerwine and AMFenergy.com, and then to have a good run and then have altercation, somebody saying something in the end, it really takes a wind out of our sails.
But you still finish fifth, and you're right there in the points chase with just a handful of races into this season. You guys have a week off before going to Dover, I know. Talk a little bit about the status of things at Joe Jeanette Motorsports. You've got a rookie teammate there, Max Gresham, who seems to have plenty of talent, has some backing. Are things where you'd like to see him, or is this still a race team trying to find its way at this point?
We're working on things. Jeff just got one out of the wind tunnel, and it really blew good, and then it's got less drag and a lot more downforce, and we're going to take that to Texas. So I like to see it at Charlotte, but it didn't work out that way. So we've got another truck on the plate right now for Max. So we'll have two new trucks at Texas for Joe Jeanette Motorsports, and we're going to talk to Hermie and the guys and try to get some more chassis and get some more built. But we're definitely making leaps and bounds. I mean, to run with the guys that are winning these races, and I know in the equipment they have, we're catching them slowly but surely, and to run as good as we did Friday night, that says a lot. That Jeff Hensley and all the guys back in the shop are working really hard, and I'm just proud of it. I mean, these guys are coming a long ways.
Hey, Ron, a couple things for me. One is I thought it was pretty cool that you guys have a disagreement in the race, and because both of you are racers, you're able to talk about it, and no shouting, and I didn't hear any, but you guys were kind of talked about it. But the one thing that you did say, and I kind of forgot what it was, you said those guys were up there playing something. What did you say they were playing on the restarts?
I don't know. They were back and forth. I mean, we come out the corner, and Laughlin was a little bit in front of them, and Brad caught up to him a little bit, and all of a sudden everything slowed up again. So I don't know what they were playing up there, but all I know is I had people behind me want to go too. So, it ruined our night too. I mean, if Brad could have got going and we could have got up there to second, our truck was definitely good on the longer runs in the first half, but a shorter run toward the end of the race, our truck was really fast. So, I mean, I know we could have at least got second and give Brad a run for his money with that 10 laps to go, and it didn't happen that way. So he could be mad all he wants. It just, I could be mad at him for not going too, because his spotter told me he was going out the first lines and he didn't go. So, I mean, I got messed up. I got back like fifth or sixth. We came back to finish fifth. So we'll take it, move on, and hopefully we can talk to Brad again. I mean, the kid he comes from a great family, and when his dad was racing against us, that little snot-nosed kid back then, he used to sit in my motorhome and come talk to me and Lindy all the time. And now he said he respects for me. I don't know what he's talking about, so I'll have to sit down with him a little longer. But other than that, been around too long to let it bother you, I guess.
There you go. Well, as we talk about, we kind of joke about it here often. You can get your feelings hurt in this sport. Fortunately, as you say, real racers, and I certainly put you in that category, and Brad Keselowski, those feelings do go away generally when you get away from the racetrack and things calm down just a little bit. Nice to see you and your pal Bodine in the top 5 the other night. I talked to Todd last week and said, hey, you look at the points table, looks like you got to be under age 25 to be in the top 10, but now you guys are starting to get it put together and heading back toward the front. This could be one of the best championship fights in a long time, the way this is shaping up. Now that Lofton's gotten to victory lane, you and Todd are hanging in there. I mean, the young guys and the veterans look like they're going to stage quite a fight this year.
Well, the only good thing you said 25 because I'm 25 twice.
Right. Yeah, you're definitely in the veteran category. There's no question about that.
Yeah, but it's so good. I got out of that truck. I maybe had a little bit of sweat under my forehead, but it's really cool. I mean, those guys really keep my trucks cool and everything, and I feel great. I mean, these guys keep building trucks and drive like they drive like that, and Mark Smith keep working on the motors. We're gonna win some races this year, and that's the plus about it. But yeah, I didn't know. I was kind of looking at that, and I see why Brad was a little more upset too, because I never knew that he never won a truck race. So that was probably, he definitely had a dominant truck, and he probably could have won that one, but. That's probably why he was more upset. And, you look at stats like that and winning everything he's won, you thought he'd won 10 truck races already, but I never knew he didn't win one.
Hey, Ron, I want to talk about your race team. Once again, Joe Dannett Racing over there. You've mentioned it, got some new trucks on the way. Putting a bunch of guys together here, at first of the season, those guys have got to be pretty daggone excited about what you've been able to do so far.
Yeah, I mean, here we got 13 people up there, and we got two fabricators and where they're hanging the bodies, and we got one plate up there. So everything, the process is a little slow right now. So we're doing what we need to do with the trucks we have, and I mean, they're definitely working hard. They're really rubbing on these trucks. The one-ton numbers are showing it, but I just can't wait to see what we have at Texas. I mean, this is the numbers really show good. It compares to some of the other trucks, and if that's the right numbers, we're definitely we're gaining on them, and Jeff and the guys are really working their guts out, and that's what it takes. So as long as they keep working hard, I'm going to keep driving hard, and we're going to get some of these wins.
All right, you're talking about Texas. That's a little bit further in the future. Next up, Dover, which, I've always thought raced like a short track in a lot of ways. Of course, the speeds are much higher because you've got the extreme high banking and the concrete, and it's a 1 mile place. What about Dover? What will you take there? How good can you be there?
Well, we're going to take the same truck that we ran Charlotte with. I talked to Jeff last night and this morning, and we're going to take the same truck. It's the truck we've been running the last 2-3 races. And it just seems that the balance is good on the truck. And Dover's it's still an aerodynamics racetrack, but it's not as much. It's more spring-wise and shock-wise to get up into the corner. It's the way that the track you drop off into the corners and the high bank, and it's a concrete track instead of